Welcome back. I'm Matt Vasgersian here on the MLB pregame show as we draw closer to the first pitch in this series. Friday night baseball from Dodger Stadium in L.A. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series. Buddy Dick will stand in fresh off a 4-hit ball game back on Wednesday. From the stretch. Now both runners are breaking. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Wow, well, there you go. Just more of the same right here. You know, one of the hallmarks of this winning streak is that they've been able to get on the board first quite a bit. And they keep it going here as he drives in the run to make it 1-0.
Tyrone Lawler will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs.
And boy, is he coming off of a hot month, guys. He had over 30 runs driven in.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Runners on the move for second. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
Boy, and how rare is a 50-homer season? It's only happened 43 times in Major League history coming into...
At the plate, Buddy Dick. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
If you want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher, give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Ruiz takes it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher
Martin Gonzalez set to try it again at the plate. He reached on an error and then eventually scored last time up. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Coming to the plate now, Buddy Dick. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Diaz is there, and he has it for the first out. Buddy Dick will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they just continue to pour it on here. Buddy Dick stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. 2 runs have scored. And he is in there. Tyrone Lawler will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Got to figure these guys are just licking their chops right now.
Yeah, it seems like every pitch that's been in the zone this inning has been hit hard.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Coming to the plate again, Russ Gibson, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. A pause and the 0-2. Both runners on the move again. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll just hang on as both runners move into scoring position now. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Got him. And that puts a merciful end to what will go down as a huge inning. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Buddy Dick. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 2nd of the game as the blowout continues.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the show. Both first opened for business in 1962. We are just about ready for baseball from Dodgers. Buddy Dick will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Tyrone Lawler will stride in now as he'll enter play as the 2nd leading hitter in the entire National League. He's running towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in, Buddy Dick, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Bare-handed for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him. So stepping in, number 17, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone. Tyrone Lawler will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet.
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. 1 run is scored. 2 runs score. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Well, if you can believe it, this is just their first hit of the inning. But it was definitely a big one.
Buddy Dick digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Hard hit toward the hole. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tyrone Lawler, fresh off a bases-clearing double his last time up. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's on the move again from first. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Now batting,
Russ Gibson stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cedeno sprinting after it, and it's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Now both runners on the move. Swing and a miss, strike 3, the throw, and now he'll just hang on as both runners move up without a throw.
catcher,
Martin Gonzalez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
now batting,
Billy Chan stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Boy, that's just a nice pitch right there with the bases loaded. He gets an infield fly out of it for a big second out. And now he's given himself a much better chance to get out of this mess.
All even now, 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave them loaded as the lead remains 3-1. So, guys, all three of us were treated to a well-played ball game all in all. And what do you say we go ahead and name this fella right here as our top player of the game?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
5 hits.
So that just about does it for EK. Fine Sunday here in the City of Angels, Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, the finale of this Buddy Dick will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first crosses the plate. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. A good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Tyrone Lawler will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs.
And he's also right up there in the top 5 in both batting average and home runs. So he's really an all-around great hitter.
Ready with the 1-1.
That's
no offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And, you know, normally in a case like this, you don't point the fingers in one spot. And this is no exception. It's been a team-wide struggle this last week or so, and they might not be through the worst of it yet.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit to first. To his right, Frazier flips it underhand. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Yeah, that's a nice play over there at first.
Buddy Dick digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hit hard towards second, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
If you're not an absolute...
Buddy Dick will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Runners off for second. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
Yeah, getting 1 triple in a game is rare enough, but getting 2 is something you might see once a year. But just like the last one, he hits second base here under a full head of steam and makes it into third with his second triple of the ball game.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 51 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not.
Buddy Dick will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet. So this is no small task.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And now on 3-2, do you put any thought into sending the runners here with one away? Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Russ Gibson will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game. And